opponent, really talented team, very well coached. But I thought our kids played really hard. They played really hard throughout. They competed for 4 quarters, all the things that we're asking them to do. And, I think that when you do that, you're just going to get better. You're going to get growth. Like we still have a lot of young players out there, but they're playing really hard. And a lot of those older guys are playing really hard. I thought we did some good things in all 3 phases. Gave us a chance to, score some points. And, I don't think we've, come close to that in the past few years. So I'm really proud of the way the kids played and, just their belief in each other, the way they carried themselves today. I thought they did a good job. And hopefully there's a lot to build off for these next 2 weeks.
Coach, what's your message to the team after this game?
Pretty much the same thing it's been all the time. It's just really about going out and getting better every day, and, going out and competing for each other and making sure that you're trying to improve for the future. I think I've said it a bunch of times that all of these reps matter because it gives them a chance to be more prepared for the future, when we're maybe a little more ready to be a higher level competitive, bowl type team, which I believe that we will be in the future. I just think that, we're just trying to grow every week, and I think if we do that, you see some good things. Obviously we hurt ourselves with a lot of things today, turnovers and turnovers early, a couple penalties at times that really just inopportune things, and a few missed tackles on defense in situations, but there was a lot of good things too, and I think you certainly see at least a lot of fight, a lot of effort out of the guys, so that's pretty much what I tried to focus on.
Were you curious when they're up 14-0, like at the drop of a hat, you turn them twice in 4 plays, how they were going to respond to that?
Yeah, I guess so, because, I guess it'd be the easy thing to do would just be to kind of pack your bags and, it was a phenomenal play on the interception. Kind of threw it into the wind. It was a little short, and the kid tipped the ball up to himself, and then, Isaiah was just trying to make a play, get up the field, and, obviously they turned it to points right away too, so that's not great. They don't really need any help. They're a pretty good team, and we decided to give them a lot of help to start the game. So, but eventually, our guys settled in. At least they made some plays. We talk to them all the time on special teams about trying to steal a possession, get 1 extra possession a game, and we got the turnover there that set up the first touchdown, and that was huge because I think they felt like, oh, okay, we can settle in and maybe make a few plays.
And Jim, no one has scored 3 touchdowns against this team all season. To do that at the end of the game, what are the emotion you might have felt there when Johnny pushed that one into the end zone?
Well, what I told the kids was, if you see the people in the stands, I think they're really proud. The people that were still there are really proud of the effort that those guys are giving, and I guess that there was a point where I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, these guys quit." These guys have not quit at all. They're playing really hard for each other, and you just see the forced turnover, and then pick it up, almost run it back for a touchdown, and then to finish the drive, and so from that standpoint, I think the kids feel really good about. They know that what we're talking about in practice and the meetings, they're bringing to the field. And, obviously the execution isn't perfect, but I think they were really proud of that, to be able to go out there and, as I told them, we haven't put 21 points on a lot of teams, so to put 21 points on them is a good day, I guess, in some ways.
What's the key to not just not getting them to quit, but to get them to believe everything you went through the season, everything you went through the first quarter of the game?
The number one message I have given since the day I was put in this position, and really the entire time I've ever been a head coach, is you show each other how much you care by how hard you play. So you put it on tape. If you really say, I love my team, then you better go out and play really hard. You better put it on tape. And, I think that these guys, they really do care about each other. They've worked really hard together for a long time. And they've, the results haven't really been what they wanted to be. But I think they're starting to see that if you just stick together and never quit, never flinch when things go bad, there will be improvement. And I think, seeing a little improvement, I think the Liberty game helped. I think the way we played against Illinois, you can't take these 6 plays out of the game, but if you take the 6 plays out of the game, we're right in it. It's 10-10 at halftime. They felt really good about that. And so I just think that, the message has just been consistent. Play hard, believe in each other, play hard for each other, and they're good kids, so that's what they're doing.
Kind of looking broadly, I guess, at the program, what do you think needs to happen here so that Rutgers can be competitive in the Big Ten?
We need to have some consistency, players, coaches, everything. We just need to. We got a lot of young guys playing. We got to keep them playing together and growing and getting better. We got to get to a point where there's a lot of consistency on the coaching staff, so the schemes are similar, and you learn and grow from it. And I think when you do that, you have a chance to really be successful. You know, consistent message, same guys building together. You watch really good programs are filled with juniors and seniors that are playing, that work their way up. And, you know, there's a lot of programs out there that you'd say you'd like to model that do that. And, you know, we need to do that. You know, there's been probably too much turnover in a lot of ways, and so hopefully limiting that in the future will give us a chance to be successful.
I guess in a perfect, I mean, being in this area, what would you say would be should be the identity of Rutgers football?
Toughness, effort. You know, I mean, to me, if you go around and watch New Jersey high school football, that's what you see. You see a lot of really well-coached teams that play really hard and really tough. And when we go on the field, they need to see that when we're playing. You know, I was a high school coach for a long time, so I know what guys want to see when they come back. They want to see just what they're being taught to be the same thing. And I'm not saying that wasn't being taught or anything. I'm just saying that that's what the product has to be. You know, that's the calling card in New Jersey, and New Jersey football, I think, is a tough place. You know, I think people take pride in, you know, that, and I think people need to see that when they come watch us play. And I think when they do see that, I think they'll be proud of it and, you know, give an opportunity to grow.
Final question?
Did any of the alumni in attendance give any pregame speeches or halftime speeches?
No. It was great to have all those guys here. A lot of great players.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.